Hey everybody, today I am going to do something a little bit different. Normally you see me on here doing cooking videos, but I thought I would let you guys watch me create a Halloween creation. I saw this on the internet and just thought it was adorable, and so I decided I think I can create it myself. Now this is not a cheap, you know, craft. It's not going to cost a lot of money. It's not super expensive, but there is some expense involved. Now a lot of the items I'm going to be using did come from Dollar Tree, but there are also items that I have bought online and in Hobby Lobby and Michael's, places like that. Now my mother bought me this precious pumpkin, and it's big. See how big this thing is? I mean, it's nice big pumpkin. This is going to be my project, and this is one of those foam pumpkins. She got it at Hobby Lobby, and I do believe this pumpkin was about $15. It was not, you know, real cheap. I've seen them as jack-o'-lanterns with the faces on them. I could not find a jack-o'-lantern with a face, so I decided I was going to create one without a face. So I think it will be just as cute without a face on it. But the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm not going to piece by piece, you know, tape everything because it would take hours of video, frankly. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate the outside of the pumpkin first. So I can, since it's not going to have a face, I thought I would put some shinies on it. So what I did is I went to the Dollar Tree and I did find ribbon. And if you can tell, it is a rhinestone type ribbon. I did a purple and I got a silver. And what I did is I measured on my pumpkin the length that it would take for ribbon in the areas of the pumpkin. So I bought this, I cut it to size, and what I did is I took my scissors. As you can see, there's little spaces in between it. I took my scissors and I have cut the individual pieces like this. So it's a single strand of rhinestones. And I'm gonna alternate the silver and the purple. And I'm gonna do them in the little divots here in my pumpkin, like this. And I'm gonna do that all the way around, alternating the silver and the purple. I'm gonna do that first with a glue gun. I'm gonna put a piece of glue gun up here at the top, and then I'll secure it, pull it tight and secure it at the bottom with the glue gun. I'm not going to run a whole stripe of glue down because I think you'd be able to see it and it just wouldn't be very pretty. So I'm going to try to do just a anchoring glue piece here, stretch it out a little bit, anchor it here at the bottom. You're not going to see the bottom and you're not going to see the top because I have a witch's hat that's going to go on the top of the pumpkin. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my glue gun on, and I will show you guys how I attach the first couple of ones. Like I said, I'm not going to, you know, get you guys to sit through this entire thing. But I thought you guys might be interested to see how I create this Halloween. And this is not fall themed, this is for Halloween. So keep that in mind. And I probably might do a couple of videos on my fall wreaths that I'm going to be doing. So hang on and I'll be showing you how to attach some of these rhinestones onto the pumpkin. Okay, so we're fixing to start putting the rhinestones on our pumpkin. I did want to mention, I went today and bought this very fine gauge wire. I'm going to be making a nice bow to go on the side of my witch's hat. I've got this cute pumpkin green, got the black with the spiders, the orange pumpkins, and the purple spiders. I love the purple and the greens and the oranges for Halloween. So those are the color ribbons. I'm going to be making a bow, and I'm going to be using the fine gauge wire or floor wire to secure it. You can use pipe cleaners if you need to, the Chanel pipe cleaners, if you'd rather do that. And I have some of those. I just thought I'd try it with the wire and see how that goes. I know the wreaths are easier to do if you have wire. So first thing I'm going to do is I've got my Ryobi glue gun, and I'm going to try to do this. You guys can hopefully see I'm going to take my first, and like I said, the top part here is going to have a hat on it, so it's not going to be seen. So if you get a glop of glue, it's fine. It won't be a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and y'all, the glue is hot, so be very, very careful when you are using a glue gun. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. I'm going to put a couple of the only thing about glue guns I hate is that it strings everywhere. So I'm gonna do that and make sure I've got a pretty good dollop of glue. I don't know if you can really see, but I'm just gonna do the top portion. Like I said, the hat is gonna be, what's going on here? The hat is gonna be on the top. So you're not gonna see. My glue gun's not real hot yet, which sometimes it gets too hot. These Ryobi glue guns are great, but they get hot, and when they get hot, buddy, they're very hot, and they're runny. They run. So got the first one on there. We're gonna go. Here's my purple. Let me get my purple lined up here. I'm just gonna run a glue piece here. Now it's really getting juicy. I'm just gonna alternate all the way around with my silver and my purple. I just thought this was a good idea since I don't have a face on my pumpkin. A little bedazzle is always a good thing. So that's the beginning of that. And I'm going to carry these all the way around the pumpkin, alternating the colors. And then when the time comes, I'm going to straighten these out, tighten them up, and I will secure them with glue on the bottom as well. So I'm going to get this done real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so I've got the tops glued on. I did them all. You can see I've glued them all to the top. They're hanging down on the bottom. So as soon as these tops are good and dry and secure, I'm going to pull them tight and glue the bottoms. I'm going to probably flip it upside down, pull it tight, and glue it on the bottom. I did not want glue showing down the front because glue guns show. And I didn't want to use an Elmer's glue because it takes so long to dry. So I just decided to glue gun the top, pull it a little tight, and then glue it underneath the bottom because you're not going to see either one. I've got a witch's hat. We'll go on top, and then of course it'll be sitting on the bottom. So you're not going to see the top or the bottom. So if there's glue globs, it's not going to really matter. I'm now just waiting on the glue stick glue to get firm enough to where I can pull it, hang everything upside down, and we'll do the process again, and then we'll be through with the outside striping of the pumpkin. And that's all I'm going to do to the outside of the pumpkin. The rest of it will be the hat and all the ribbons and all the embellishments, the picks that I got and everything will be all on the hat. So slow process, but we'll get it done. Okay, so I finally got all the rhinestones glued on. So as you can tell, I put it on this little vase that I had. It's upside down. That's the top. And then I went up here to the bottom, and it's ugly with all the glue. That's why I didn't want to glue the strips themselves, or just drew the top and the bottom. But I think I think the color is going to be really pretty once I get this all said and done. I'm going to wait a little while and let this glue completely dry before I turn it back over on the other side, because I don't want it to stick to anything, of course. In the meantime, while this is drying, I'm going to start working on my big bow that's going to go on the side of the hat. So just wanted to show you guys what it looks like upside down after I have glued all the rhinestone strips on it. I think they're kind of sparkly. I kind of like that. Okay, so I am doing my bow, and I decided to go a different route than the originally thought. So what I've done is I've taken about 12 strips of my ribbon and I've cut them to size, and I'm going to take these And we're going to fold them in half. Like this. Measure down however long you want it. And you're going to crinkle it up in the middle. And I'm alternating the colors, as you can see. Folding it in half. Measure it out along with the others. And we're, like I said, we're simply squinching them up in the middle. I'm going to tie these off when I get done. I made a bunch of ribbons. You can do less if you want to. The more ribbons you have, of course, the fluffier the bow. First one I did just did not turn out pretty, so I said, nah, I don't think so. So we're going to try it this way. Like I said, I am not really good at making bows, so this is trial and error for me. All right, let's see, I've got 2, 2, and 1. I'm going to put this black spider. I'm only using one of these. That's not one of mine. Look, that reminds me of Spider-Man, actually. So, all right. This will hurt your hands too. My fingers are hurting from holding this so tight. It's hard to work with one hand, y'all. Okay. We're going to cut all these ends too. These will be pretty ends when we get done. All right, my last purple. Okay. That's a lot of ribbons. It's gonna be pretty. All right. I'll save that orange one. I don't think I'm gonna do that last orange one. All right. All right, so I've got them all here pinched with my fingers, y'all. I'm gonna take a pipe cleaner. And I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna pinch, pinch, pinch. Let's pray that they all stay together. I'm gonna turn it over and I'm going to twist, twist, twist really, really tight. All right. Now you're going to take each piece and you're going to round them out. So you know, just take your hand, put up in there to round it out. You're going to just take them and separate them and round them out. Make them look like a bow, make them look pretty. It's going to probably take a few minutes to do this. But you're going to, you know, move them all around. So I'm going to finish fluffing this up and I'll let you guys take a look at it. And here is the bow finished. It's huge, it's full, very big. But I managed to get all my ribbon in there that I wanted in there. Now I got to figure out how to get it on the witch's hat. But it turned out pretty, at least. So there is the ribbon. That's going to go on the witch's hat. Stay tuned. So I just tied it onto the hat. So we'll have to wait and see, because I have so many decorations that are going to go on this hat. Once I get it complete, well, once I get it glued on and stuffed, let's see, it's gonna look like this so far. This is what we've got so far. So, we'll see. It's a work in progress, folks. I don't really know what I'm doing. Stay tuned. Okay, and I'm finally done. Y'all, this has taken a while. And it took my husband. He had to, he loved getting out the blowtorch and heating up rods to put down into the pumpkin so we could tie things off. But I think she turned out so pretty. There's the bow, got embellishment in the middle. And here we go. I've got some candy corns, some little purple thingies on there. Go around so you can see the back. A few more embellishments on the back. And to top it off, I am going to put some purple lights on here. I just haven't gotten them strung up and have the battery pack on it yet. But here we go, guys. This is the finished product. This is the pumpkin that will be put out this year. And I will take pictures, or I will let you guys see it with the lights on it once everything dries real good. Hope you enjoyed watching me make this.